Why is nobody talking about how elite the Cleveland Cavaliers are with James Harden on the roster? They are now 4-0 in their last 4 games. I don't think no one's going to be able to stop this team, at least what they're doing right now. We have to keep in mind it takes time for chemistry to adapt. Not for this team. They are a little bit different. Take a look at this, right? They get a transition opportunity with the turnover from James Harden, right? So as we're in transition, we beat the first guy, which creates rotation here. Watch how James Harden sells that he is taking a left-handed layup the entire time just to get this guy to overcommit to the shot, throw the lob up, and Donovan Mitchell throws it down on the Brooklyn net defender, right? But it doesn't stop there. Look at what he did next. What's crazy about the acquisition of James Harden is it makes this offense so much more dynamic. Now, the defense right here is playing what we call an in-the-gap defense, where if you drive to the outside, we're sending him. If you drive to the inside, we're sending him. No matter what, they're going to send 2 guys. Now, previously, without James Harden, defenses could get away with this, but now they can't, because as Donovan Mitchell gets these guys to overcommit to him, he can now spray it out to James, but James is a really good player when it comes to getting guys overcommitting and then driving in for a floater, right? So this guy overcommits, but he doesn't play the shot until it's too late. James Harden puts it up anyway, gets it to go. If you're going to play an in-the-gap defense, you better make sure James Harden is not playing at the top of the key, because he will demoralize you. Don't get me started. Once James Harden gets in isolation or even gets a little bit of leverage by his defender, what are we creating? We're creating low post rotation. And now that they have A, Jared Allen, and B, Evan Mobley, you're going to see a lot of lobs. And you probably did tonight, right? James Harden drives, weak side big rotates over, we throw the thing up there, and we know Jared Allen's going to get the easiest bucket of his life on that backside lob. James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, and this Cleveland Cavalier team is so much better than people think. As a Celtics fan, I am terrified of what they can become. Keep in mind, chemistry takes months to build. They already look like they have it. It's only going to get better from here. Let me know who is the best team in the East, and do the Cavs have a chance to win it all? Again, chemistry is everything, and right here you see they're already up 91-54. Crazy. But James Harden, they're going to end up getting the ball out to James Harden here at the top. And look at Evan Mobley. He gets positioning right here. James Harden is so smart. He understands right at this point in time, before he even touches the basketball, we are throwing that backside lob because it's there. We have it all day long. You don't have a guy that can really defend us. Now, it looks like we're trying to set up a screen here, but we don't need the action because what we want, the mismatch is already there. We're just going to take advantage of it, right? We just throw that thing up there. Once we see the leverage is all there, look at it. Perfect pass, easy money. Probably should have been and one. Dude was getting a little bit way too handsy down low. I ain't gonna lie. Way too handsy. Either way, easy dunk there for Evan Mobley. They're going to see a lot. I'm telling you, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, they're going to get a lot of lobs here now that James Harden is in town. What I really enjoyed tonight about what James Harden was doing was he was locked in on getting buckets, right, when he needed to. I mean, they went up so early. When he had one-on-one matchups that he liked, he didn't shy away. He didn't become passive like we've seen in the past. It looked like that rockets James Harden for a little bit here, where he got the isolation, step back, quick trigger 3, nothing you can really do, gets it to go. I mean, again, as a Celtic fan, I think this team could be really damn scary. They've got a lot of versatility on the offensive end. I think the biggest question will be defensively, how good can they be versus great teams? And that's something we're going to learn over the next few weeks here. But offensively, this team can probably compete with anybody. With the NBA season in full effect, things are really starting to ramp up. And on the Sleeper app, you can potentially 1,000 extra cash. I've been playing it every single day, which is crazy, right? But it's so much fun. Makes watching these games a little bit better, especially the ones you don't really care about, right? But first things first, if you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to match your first deposit up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50. Okay, it's so simple. Link will be in the description. Also, this is my pick for tonight. You got Vucevic over or higher than 20 PRA. First game with Boston should be interesting. Kawhi Leonard, no more. James Harden, higher than 39.5 PRA. And then Denny, higher than 33.5 PRA. He made the All-Star game. I think he's been amazing so far. So make sure you let me know in the comments down below what you're doing for tonight's game. But also, use promo code DUBS. You'll get that $100 match deposit on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. So make sure you check out Sleeper today. Now, one last thing, they also added team picks, which is so cool. You can take a team to beat a team on any given night. You can put some money on an MVP winner, whoever you like. The options are endless. Wemby, Cade, Jaylen Brown, who I like personally, KD, Maxey, Anthony Edwards. I mean, there's so many things that you can look at here. So definitely a new option. I love it. Go check it out if you haven't already done so. Let's get back to the video. Here's another one. Another example of playing an in-the-gap defense, kind of. They understand that James Harden wants to get the inside leverage. Usually defenses want to force James to the sideline, especially if it's to the left side, force the ball into his left hand, and use the sideline as an extra defender. So as James Harden starts to get leverage to the inside, they're going to send two. But James Harden don't care. Donovan Mitchell don't care. He's going to take these matchups personally. He shoots the ball anyway. And this is why you want shooters around him, because when they do double, we want to make them pay. But right here, James Harden says, you know what? I'm feeling it. I'm going to take the shot anyway. Over two defenders. Gets it to go. The man was not missing at all tonight, and it showed. One more before we head out of here. Here's another one kind of in transition we set up here. Get a matchup versus Michael Porter Jr. Not the greatest matchup in the world, but we know James Harden can take advantage of pretty much anything. He's going to drive by. He's going to use his off arm to create a little bit of separation here. Keep the other arm down, the blocking arm of Michael Porter, and we're going to get this layup up off the glass and in the net. I mean, we got to really talk about how elite, how special this team can be. Again, it's going to take a little bit to fully gel as a unit, but the potential is through the roof, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family. I'll see you in the next one. I really want to see when they play a great team, how they fare during that, but offensively, they can keep up with anybody, in my opinion.